This place is packed with history and well worth a visit. Hi everyone, we're in the beautiful town of Santa Fe, New Mexico. We're gonna go check out the city and then head outside for a historic site. Come along with me, it'll be great. Join me as I take a walk through Santa Fe and then explore the Pecos National Historical Park. Located about an hour drive north of Albuquerque, Santa Fe, New Mexico was founded in 1610. Originally occupied by the Tewa people, it served as a capital for the Spanish Kingdom of New Mexico and a Mexican province before the US gained it in 1848. In 1680, Pueblo Indians successfully revolted against Spanish rule, driving them out for 12 years, the only successful Native American uprising against European colonizers in North America. Santa Fe is the oldest state capital in the United States. In 2005, Santa Fe became the first U.S. city designated as a UNESCO Creative City. Just a quick word of advice if you plan on visiting Santa Fe, New Mexico. That's the fact that the city is actually at about 7,000 feet altitude. So when you come here, it might take a while to get used to that altitude. It took me a tiny bit. At the beginning I was a bit tired and a tiny bit lethargic, but next day I'm doing fine. So just be aware of that. The Cathedral Basilica of St. Francis of Assisi is a prominent Roman Catholic cathedral in downtown. The structure was largely built between 1869 and 1886. This is the Spitz Clock, a beloved and iconic landmark located near the New Mexico Museum of Art and the corner of Palace Avenue and Lincoln Avenue. The current clock is the third iteration of a timepiece originally placed outside the Spitz jewelry store. One thing I really like about Santa Fe is the fact that there's art everywhere you go. It is just really awesome to see that. Burro Alley is known for its colorful paths as a hub for trade and gambling. The alley got its name during the 19th and early 20th centuries when working men would haul loads of firewood on the backs of their burros, Spanish for donkeys, down from the mountains. They would gather in the specific alley to sell the wood. These orange lights you will see lining the rooftops of many Santa Fe buildings are called farolitos and are a deeply rooted local tradition used during the Christmas holiday season. The primary purpose of these lights is symbolic and religious, dating back centuries to New Mexico's Spanish colonial history. Well, it's time for me to leave this beautiful city of Santa Fe and head out to explore Pecos National Historical Park. Hi everyone, I'm at Pecos National Historical Park, about a 20 to 30 minute drive from Santa Fe in New Mexico. This place is packed with history and well worth a visit. The park preserves a rich tapestry of American history spanning thousands of years and features remnants of a Spanish mission church. Pecos Pueblo was a powerful and popular settlement that dominated trade in the region for centuries. The community was a hub connecting the farming pueblos of the Rio Grande to the nomadic hunting tribes of the Great Plains. The pueblo was built on a high, narrow ridge and grew to be a massive defensive fortress housing over 2,000 people at its peak. The Pecos people had a rich and elaborate religious life centered around agriculture and the natural world. This is evidenced by the remains of over 20 ceremonial subterranean chambers called kivas. Kivas were used for rituals and ceremonies to maintain balance and harmony. A kiva is a sacred, circular, and typically subterranean chamber used by Puebloan peoples for religious rituals, political meetings, and community gatherings. The mission church stands as a significant site of cultural interaction and conflict. The Spanish built a large permanent church by 1625, but it was burned during the Pueblo Revolt of 1680. This revolt, also known as Pope's Rebellion, was a major successful uprising by the indigenous Pueblo people against the Spanish colonizers in the entire province of Santa Fe. The revolt was a reaction to decades of Spanish oppression, including forced labor, economic exploitation, and violent religious persecution, where traditional Pueblo practices were outlawed. A smaller final church was completed in 1717 after the Spanish reconquest. There is so much more to explore around Santa Fe, but it's time for me to head home. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, subscribe, share comments, and as always, happy travels.